Hi, good evening. Welcome to Navaldeep's channel for daily market views. Hope you been watching my videos and sharing your feedback. Today, we are planning to cover so many tickers, including futures, Apple, Amazon, AMD, apps, Airbnb, Facebook, Fiverr, Google, Moderna, MU, Nvidia, Netflix, Tesla. So that's a very big list, but we'll try to talk about the supports, the entry points, the resistances, and we'll make a note of them in the Excel sheet. In case you still have any questions for me, you can reach out to me on Twitter at Naval for you, and you can watch these videos on YouTube. All right, so let's get started. Uh, ES first, futures. So today, future came all the way down to this line and managed to close above the 12 EMA. So practically it tested the support. There were gaps between the candle here and the 12 EMA, which now it is fulfilled. And today it definitely made a bearish engulfing. If you look at the volume was pretty heavy as well. But the good point is that it is able to close above the 12 EMA. And in the after hours, with Asian markets and the European markets futures, it is looking much positive. So by principle, if you have tested the support, you should test the resistance. So I'm expecting 4483 on ES futures. But this time, like you see, it has made the bearish engulfing. So in this time, if it breaks below 4435 or 4430, it can actually break this 4415 and 4396 area and can test 4384, 4381 area. So just make sure if you are going long, your stop loss should be very clean, 4430. Anytime it goes below it, because like we have tested it once, twice, and thrice. If we do that again, we may not be able to hold it and it goes down. Okay, so bias is still positive. I'm not ultra positive. I'm slightly positive, but I'm looking for a test of now resistance 4483. So let me go to the sheet. So entries again, like in this area, support, I will just mark it in the range 4430, 4435. It needs to hold. Like today, it closed about 4437, which was really important. Now it needs to hold this. Okay. If it holds it, we are looking for 4485 area. If it doesn't, then we might see a good pullback. So let me just also mention in this, if goes below 443, exit longs or go short. Okay, I'll clean it up, but that's the note. Triple Q or NQ. So triple Q, we've been suggesting that is anytime it comes around this 362, 63 area, you can be a buyer. So it came today to 365 area, 363 area, and from there it bounced. So again, it has tested the selling pressure. Now it should go and test the buying area, which is 367 and 369. So for me, the levels are still same for triple Q. There's nothing changed. The bias is a little neutral this time because I need to see if ES crosses 4450. If ES crosses, triple Q will push itself or Nasdaq will push itself. Right now, ES was the strongest of the market and it pulled back. Now, in order to move all the other markets, ES has to move forward. And if ES moves forward above 4450, we can see some move in triple Q towards 369 area, 369, 370 area. I'm still not negative on triple Q, because Apple, Microsoft, they are still very strong, and those are the two biggest components in the triple Q. So positive, but now the area has changed. We should be looking for 366.90, and the entries should be around 363. Support 366 to area. Resistance is this, and the target is this. So this is good. Apple made a all-time high today and made a dodgy, but it is the strongest stock. So if market did not or had not pulled back today, this would have easily tested 152, 153. So I'm still positive. I have no doubts on Apple. The only thing is that it's making a completely dodgy pattern, which I don't like at the tops or the all-time highs. So I would like to see a move or it open above 151 tomorrow. If it does, then it gives me a positive confidence. And once it breaks above 150, 168 area, it will test 154. Now, in simple terms, if ES has to move towards 44.85, Apple has to move to 154. So I'm still bullish on Apple. So Apple is bullish. My entries will go to 151. Stop loss, I would move it to 1498. There's resistance now for 151.7, and the target is 154. Airbnb has been a disaster. Glad I'm not trading this, but it had the inside day, and after the inside day, it fell below the lowest of the lows. So now it is negative. I'm not bullish, so it can test 142, 138, 131 area. So 138 to 131, I think, could be the potential target. So from inside day, it is short. Now, entries below 144, the 144 should now be the stop loss, and 137 and 131 short it around below 143. So this is negative now because it break down from the inside day. Amazon did had a bad day, and it has made an inside day. Either tomorrow it breaks above 3296 or breaks below 3210, 3211, then we can see a very big move. Let me just add one more confirmation to this is the volume. So the volume is not inclining towards an inside day. Today it had more volume because it had fall. But if I ignore this candle is within this previous candle. So practically it should do a breakout or a breakdown. So I'm looking forward for it to go either above 3296 or 3210. Both the sides, the targets are open. If it goes above 3296, 3340, 3384. If it goes below 3210, the target is 3130. There is no resistance or stoppage in between. So Amazon has inside day and above 3296 or below 3210. The support for long now is 3286. If it breaks above, breaks below, there is no support. It will simply go down. If you're doing short, there is no resistance whatsoever. You see, every day the levels are coming down for Amazon. It was 3360, 3384. Now it's scrolling down. This is for long. I will enter the values for short, or there's no support. Let's give 32, 60, 60 where it was. Let me just leave this. Yeah. Then Facebook, like all the nested stocks, Facebook had a bad day. Again, it got rejected from 365, and it all the way came and tested the 34 EMA and closed below the 12 EMA, which is not positive. So if I have to go long in Facebook, I will only go above 361. Otherwise, I'm neutral. I'm not bullish on Facebook anymore. Between 360 to 354, it's a no trading zone for Facebook. So let me just update. Facebook is now neutral above 361. Support area is 358. This is the support area, right? 358.50. Yeah. You see, it opened here. It's making a base here. It tested it here. So it's kind of making a base here around 358.45 area. So let me just mention it. 358.45. Target is now 365 first. And 374 to 377. These were the targets. Moderna breakout today. It went up. So it came down, 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 and went up and closed above the 12 EMA. Now, I'm still not positive on Moderna because of just the news. It is running at a very high valuation, so it may crack any moment. So I will wait if it comes around 454 to make a short position, or I would go long here with a stop loss of 391. Technically, it's suggesting that we should go long for a target of 454, but me, I will not go long here because the options are really, really expensive. I will wait and try to do a sell on rise, but I'm still technically suggesting it's long. So let's mention the long here. It's about 391. Support is 391, and resistance is 454. And once the resistance is broken, the target can be the 497 levels. I'm just making this as green. Google is one of the strongest. Again, it is making an inside day. You see, it respects the 12 EMA. Almost all the stocks are respecting the 12 EMA. So now, for it to move up, it should go and break out above the new all-time highs, 2767. It needs to do that, or it needs to go below 2705, which is a very good area. I'm still positive, so I would say anytime it comes around 27 23, just be long on it. So I'm still bullish on Google. 27, because now it's updated 300. Now there will be resistance of new highs which we have, and 2800 as of now. Add it around 2330 to 2740 area. Nvidia has been on a roll on the downside. It had almost broken below 34 EMA. Technically, it's not looking good. There is no, like in case of short, there is no resistance here. It is an open field. The strong resistance or the strong support for short positions coming at around 180 area. So either it needs to hold 194, 194.83 area. If it does, you may look for a target of 197 to 197, 198, 201, 203. So there are many resistances here. It needs a very, very good or excellent numbers to move from here. So I am not positive, neither negative on NVIDIA as of now. I would like to see either it break above 201 or break below 194.83 and hold there. If it does, 180. If it breaks above 201, it should test 208. So again, below 194.83 today. So it's getting a bigger spread now. 201, 180 is there, 203, 208. Stop loss is 197. And here's 194. Yeah, these are fine. They're same. Then we have Roku. Roku looked wonderful today. It almost made the morning star. It tested the trend line and retraced. I'm expecting a move towards 383 on Roku. So I'm bullish 383, 390, 399. These are three targets I'm looking in Roku. All it needs is some market push. And if it does that above 363, it can fly to 383 very easily in very quick time, and 390. So Roku positive about 363, support 355. Let me just add resistances here, 383 and 390. These are our targets. AMD. AMD is making lower highs and lower lows, but somehow it's able to manage and hold this 12 EMA on the close. And today it was showing some positive strength, and it closed above 107 level, which has been really important. So till the moment it's holding 107 and it's holding 106.9, like 12 EMA and this Fibonacci of 161.8. They are pretty close. So let's count as 107.16 as our main support. So if it does that and holds it, 111 is my first target. I do not see any kind of resistance. The only some level of resistance is around 108 area. So if it crosses that, it should see 111. So I am positive. It's better if we can buy it above 108. And support is, let's take the lower piece, 106.90. Resistance is 111.2. And above that, it tests 127.29. Let's call it 128. Then we have Tesla. Tesla was a very good short. If you did this morning at around 671, from 671, it went to make 648. So it gave you good potential. So once it broke below this, it was wandering. Now there is a small gap which is there. I'm trying to hit that gap. Usually it has bounced, you see, it has bounced multiple times from this area. So again, it bounced from there, closed around 665. If tomorrow it moves above 671, I think it will hit 678 and 686. So I'm a little bit neutral on neutral to positive. I'm not like short now because it has seen almost $80-$90 downside from 730 to 648. So that's a good amount of downside, 80 points, approximately 13%. So it should see some bounce from here. So I am positive today, and buy above 671, look for 678, 686, and no, target is 686. 686 and 697 are my targets, and resistance is 678. Support is I was looking at half-hour candle support area. Support is coming at 663 now. Let's call it 662. And again, like if market goes below 4430, you should exit longs. If it's trying to go below this or close below this, no point holding longs. Market may stall or go neutralized zone from that point of time. MU. MU has been a disaster, and it is trying to hold this area on half an hour candle. You see, it's somehow trying to manage 70 area. But if you look at the daily candles, it is all over the place. There are gaps which needs to be filled. So either if it takes a support here, it has done the consolidation. If it's like tomorrow, if we see a green move, it could become a morning star and test the 74, 75 area. But right now, I do not have any suggestion on MU. I want either to enter above 75 or above 71.60. I would not jump on a trade on MU until it crosses 71.67. So I am neutral on MU. Above 71.67, stop loss is clearly 69.90, and resistance is 74.50, and target is 75.67. 75.65. Netflix was really good today. Netflix has been consolidating in a range for almost 15 months now. From 450 to 560, it is there. It tests this line, comes back, tests this line, comes back. And now it's kind of consolidating more and more. Tomorrow, if it crosses 524, I am looking for a big move on Netflix. It needs to cross 524 for that. So I am a little bullish. It has made an inside day. So tomorrow, if it opens above 524, because it's inside day, I will be a buyer on Netflix and looking for a target of 529 to 538. $524. Support is 516. Today's close. Let's see in the half hour where it's getting support. And also, it's like if you ignore the upper portion of this week, it's also making a bullish engulfing. So support comes around 518 itself, 518.50. Target will be first will be 529 and then 533. Zoom is still short for me. It's going below and below. So if you open today and made a short, you would have easily got like 341, almost $6-7 on short. So I am still short till the moment it doesn't cross 355. I'm still short. So it's still open, like the target is still there. These two application apps, let's check. APPS. It's there was a symmetrical triangle and the breakout. It is making head and shoulder patterns. It broke the neckline and it's going down. it may get some support around 41 area, 41, or in this area where last time it had some support. So it's right there. It had this head and shoulders and support around this area. If it doesn't bounce, it can go down. Uh, I would not say that it has bottomed out. It has still potential to go down. But if it takes a bounce here, I will not be surprised. If it takes a bounce, it can test 58 area, which is the neckline of this head and shoulders. It's not a clean head and shoulders, but yes, it is there. So apps can be bounce. So I will say a positive. Around 52, 51 area. Stop loss is clearly here in this range, where it's getting some support. That's about 50 area. 50 is a clean stop loss. And there's no resistance above it because it's in the negative trend. Target is 58. If PVR, boom, after the results, see, it has a double top and it made the M, and from the M, it's right there. Again, it's in the similar boat. It fell and fell from here and made a doji. Tomorrow, if it goes above 172 or tries to move over 172, it can make a morning star and can test 184. But for that, right now, I think it's bottom out. So anytime you see a doji from a top to down move, it means it has bottomed out. So you need to buy this above 174 for a target of 185. So I will say positive above 175. Targets support area will be 169. Like you should enter only above these levels. You should not be entering anytime in between. All right, so these were the tickers which I wanted to cover. So please do your due diligence, look out for your support areas, look out for your resistances, and based on that, trade. All right, thanks for watching my video.